The question about giving in the church is always begins with tithing. Does God expect us to tithe? The tithe simply means 1/10 of your money. Does God require 1/10 of a believer's money? The answer is absolutely not. He does not. There was a time when he did require that of his people. He required that of his people to support his priesthood and to help take care of the poor. That was part of the covenant that he made with Moses, and that was fulfilled in Jesus Christ. All the requirements of that law are no more. And today, there's no building that we build that God lives in. He lives in people. And there's no priesthood that he requires to pay, because he needed that priesthood because he had that building to be cared for. And all the things about it with the sacrifices, but all of the reasons why that priesthood existed has been fulfilled in Jesus Christ. New Testament ministers certainly have a right to be fed off the gospel, but that's up to the people if they want to take care of them. There's no requirement from God to do that. People who preach tithing as a requirement in the new covenant do that because they need money to facilitate their ministries. But God did not require money for those reasons in the Old Covenant. But today, men who require that, we need that money to have our building. Well, that building is not the house of God, yet they call it the house of God. Well, that's an error. There's no church building anywhere on this planet that is the house of God, where the true living God dwells. Zero. Not one. Not one. And to say God requires your money to create that building is untrue. But men want to have their ministries. And according to the tradition and the religious system, we have to have the ministry. And everyone who seems to work in the ministry has to be paid by the giving so that they can have full-time people working. So this all requires money. I have no problem with doing all of those things, except that's a free will offering of the people. You say to the people, hey, here's what we want to do. We all got to chip in to do this, otherwise there's no money. Or find ways to raise money. But to say God is demanding that money of you to do these things is false.